Hi everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be working with some Target dollar spot blanks. Now, for those who've been around my channel, you know this is a place that I never shop just because it's not really close by, and I tend to find other better blanks from different stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's. But when I was visiting family up in Ohio, my sister and I went to Target to pick up a few things, and I happened to look to see what was in their dollar spot, and I found it really cool items. One of them being this glass tumbler, and it was the $5, and I really liked the color, so I thought it would be kind of cute to add my YouTube logo on, or my YouTube name on this tumbler here. So, and my colors for that, the vinyl that I'm using is navy blue. So what I did is I cut it twice because I wanted it to be on the front and back side of this tumbler. So I just duplicated the text. In fact, you guys probably seen this text in my last video. I really like it, not text, but font, I should say. I think it's a really pretty font, and I thought it would go perfectly for what I'm trying to achieve here. So I just put Daily Creations. And again, this is a navy blue. I believe this is the 405 brand, Hobby Lobby brand. So I really liked their vinyl. So let's just get this weeded out. Weeded out pretty good. There we go. All right, so let me know, since Christmas, have you been crafting, or are you taking a crafty break? I have been nonstop just because, well, you guys saw my last video, I still had more Christmas gifts to make because we're doing Christmas with my in-laws on New Year's weekend, and I didn't get time to work on those presents, so I was working on that and content for this video, or for this channel, so it's been nonstop, but you know what, it keeps me out of trouble, right? Okay, actually, before I cut that, I am going to, and I actually didn't speak to this while I was doing it, I added some rubbing alcohol just to remove any oils and dust in the, on the tumbler here. So I'm going to move that to the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my transfer tape here. So I actually had purchased, and I can't remember if I added it to my last video, but I had purchased a bunch of these bands here, and I think they come in 6 or 8 of these, and I remember these back in the 90s. You just snap them on your wrist. I'm trying to not let that get unraveled here. And they used to be really cute bracelets, and now they are using it for Cricut vinyl rolls, and I have way too many vinyl to buy. I'd buy out the whole store, so I just use it for sparingly, for vinyl that I use a lot. I use it for this transfer tape I'm trying to work through, and as I mentioned in my last video, I don't know if I'm going to order this transfer tape again. I think it's a fantastic transfer tape. I just wish, in fact, I went back to their website to see if this, Amazon storefront, and to see if they have a transfer tape that does not have the grid lines, and they unfortunately don't. I think I might ask them to do that. Just, for me, it's just, if you don't get the grids lined with your decal, then it just really messes with my eye. So I'm just trying to get through it. My New Year's resolution is to shop my craft space. So really, I'm a craftaholic when it comes to shopping for craft supplies. So I have my house full of crafts and I just need to stop buying and start crafting more, which, you know, my time is very limited. I'm a wife, a mother, and I work full time. So it's just, I can only craft on weekends and sometimes during the week. But by the time I get home after working all day, I am tired and just want to relax. I'm a little shy of the transfer tape, but that's all right. I'll just be mindful of that when I'm applying the decal. But anyways, so I can only craft on weekends, primarily craft on weekends. A lot of the content design is done during the week and then executed on the weekends, and then editing done during the week. So it's a constant thing. I really wish, for those who are inspired to start your own channel, I really wish I would have made a bunch of videos and then started the channel, but I was eager to start, so that way I wouldn't have to constantly try to play catch up, and I would have like more of a break, or, you know, like for example, Christmas, we've been traveling a lot, and it would have been nice to have some time off, but unfortunately that did not happen crafting wise, and that's okay. I mean, I like it, so it's not like it's a big headache, but you know, everyone needs a break even from a hobby. So, and I should have cut this as I was talking. I was not paying attention. So, anyways, it is what it is. I try to post 2 videos a week, but I think in order for me to get ahead a little bit, I might go down just for 1 a week. And oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a 405. So this Hobby Lobby brand, and it's permanent. You want to use permanent on tumblers and anything that's going to get water or potential water on it. And this doesn't say if it's hand wash only. It just says pink glass water bottle. But you know, when you add a vinyl, you need to hand wash it. Although I don't, I'll be honest. I'll put it in the dishwasher, and if it comes off, it comes off, and then it's not like I don't have 6 Cricut machines and a bunch of vinyl and the love to craft, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'll probably end up peeling it off and adding something else down the road before it actually does not, before it, you know, when it doesn't, before it goes bad, I should say. Okay, so what I did is, this has a little bit of curve here at the top, so I sized it to fit in between here and here. And if you're using this, if you want to craft with this, and in fact, I probably won't end up trying to peel it off and add something new, because this would scratch the glass, so I got to be careful with that. But anyways, I think I sized it to 6 inches just to fit in here. But you do what you want to do. And then let's go ahead and I want to find, before I put that down, I want to try to find where the center is. Also, I'm trying to center in between this glass opening here, where it's not frosted. There we go. I think this is going to work. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect now. I need to make sure it's good straight up and down. Yep, it looks good. So then let's go ahead and, okay, apply that. Now where the S is exposed, I'm going to use my fingers. I don't want to use my scraper tool or my brushing tool here, because I don't want to accidentally scratch that. Okay, now let's pull this up. Again, you want to make sure that you're using permanent vinyl, and if you're giving it as a gift, make sure that you give it time to cure. I usually say 24 hours before you use it. And then again, you want to tell the recipient that it's not microwave safe, nor is it dishwasher safe. So there we go. I really like how that turned out. I think that's really pretty, and I really like the glossiness of this. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. And peel this off. Now, this is not something I would recommend using your weeding tool to try to get that transfer tape up, only because I don't want to scrape this. I can only imagine this would be easily scraped, so, or scratched, I should say. There we go. All right, same thing. Looks good. And then here we go. All right, first project done. Let's go ahead and move on to the next craft project. So the next project is this cute little glass tray that I found in the Target dollar spot, and it was $3. So I really thought that this would be great to put little bits and pieces in, and I'm actually going to get my heating tool to try to get this to lift up because I don't want to see that on the bottom of my glass. All right, guys, this little tag did not want to come up. It was starting to burn, so I had to stop heating it. Good Lord. So, all right, let's stop doing that. Sometimes applying a little rubbing alcohol will be just what we need. I think that's good. So I thought I could just use this to put, I don't know, if I want to put in my Cricut tools, kind of like what I'm currently working on. And if you watched my last video, I used that same pink vinyl that that was from the last video. The matless from the Paper Studio, or not Paper Studio, but the 405 brand from Hobby Lobby. I just really liked the color, so I thought it'd be kind of cute to apply this to my little glass here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this weeded out. So I'm curious to see what you guys are interested in. You know, the whole reason why I started my channel is I didn't feel that there was a lot of craft with me vinyl videos, and so that's why I wanted to start it. And like I said, I don't know. I know there's a lot of, kind of done some research, and there's a lot of people that likes the how-to videos, and I'm just reusing that same transfer tape. And I like how-to videos. They're helpful, and I'm not saying I'll be opposed to making those type of videos, but I'm curious to see what videos that you guys like to watch to spend your time on YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that. And then I was thinking I needed a newer transfer tape because this is the matless vinyl, so it's a little bit thicker and a little bit harder to work with. So almost there. Almost there. Come on. Got it. Okay. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to put, it just says crafty. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to, oh, that little heart does not want to stay on the transfer tape. Okay. So I thought it would be kind of cute to put it in the bottom right corner of this glass. And it's kind of hard to see where the bottom is. So I think I'll just, there we go. Put it right there. Okay. And then we will peel this up. And there we have it. Just says crafty. And again, I thought it'd be kind of cute to put, you know, the tools that I'm working on. I can put my little True Control knife there. And there you have it. I think that's super cute. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the next craft project. So this next craft. I'm going to add a cute little decal on the top of this container. Again, this is from Target, and what's in there is actually this sand Play-Doh that my sister got for my daughter. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to go ahead and add a cute little decal to this. Now this, I don't know if this was in the Target dollar spot or bullseye playground. She got it, so I wasn't really paying attention to where she got it, but, and then I thought, now this is going to be not as fun to watch to weed out because it has a white backer, and this is not Cricut brand, but I think you guys can tell there's a little bit of a shimmer to it, so I'm going to go ahead and weed that out. I apologize if you guys can't see it, but again, I'm trying to use up my scraps, and there's these little stars, these like asterisk stars, and if I can keep them, great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so let's get that out. There's another one I'm trying to get down. This is actually really old vinyl, and I don't even know where I got it from. I'm sure I got it off of Amazon. It's a shimmer, but it doesn't have a texture. It just feels like regular vinyl. It's just a white vinyl here. And I'll go ahead and finish weeding this up. Okay. There we go. All right. Got that weeded. Now let's get the middles here real quick. And it just says, oh, I need it. My O kind of came off. But anyways, this is really old vinyl, so I'm really surprised that this is weeding out so well. I was anticipating it being a little bit of a challenge given how old it is. It's, I don't know, it's probably a couple years old. So, okay, so it just says, oh, yay, let's play. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go ahead and put that in my little container now. And then I think I had, oh yeah, I ended up cutting that up. Okay. Excuse me. I've been having this cough and it's like a tickle. My throat's been dry. I did get the flu, actually. I think it was the flu, at least. My stomach was not really nauseated for, I don't know, for like a day or so. And I was not home when it happened, which is never fun. So, but anyways, so we ended up having to delay going back home because I couldn't drive or couldn't be in a car with not feeling good. And I also been having this cough, it's like in my throat's been dry. So I don't know what's going on, but it's not a terrible cough or anything like that. So I don't know, but we are on the amend. Luckily, no one else got it, so that's good. Okay. Just gonna burnish the front, and then we will burnish the back. Okay, now let's go ahead and peel this back. Okay. So we have a little bit of a troubled area. I'm going to put this here since I'm right-handed. Work smart, not harder, right, guys? Okay, there we go. Then, I had it designed to go this way, but I also could have it go this way as well. I don't know if it really matters. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this centered. And this is just a design I found in Design Space. Oh, no. Whew. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Oh, wow. This is doing a lot better than I thought it was going to. Oh. That's the only problem. I'm okay with that. There we go. Oh, love it. That came out super pretty. And again, I don't know if you can see that shimmer, but it is adorable. I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in the next craft project. I think we're going to do some iron-on. Okay, so I lied. We are not doing iron-on. We are going to, well, we have iron-on, but that's going to be the last couple of projects. I want to go ahead and do the last remaining vinyl project. So I found this binder. Oh, and I thought it was super cute. And it has some really pretty, actually haven't even opened it up yet. So let's go ahead and look at this together. Now, this was not in the dollar spot. And I love how, I didn't even think about, see that? This has smaller dots and this has bigger dots. That's super cute. You know, it's the small things, right? But anyways, I am going to use this as a recipe binder. We have a bunch of, we did there for a while. My husband was working second shift and I was working day shift. Well, you know, the normal, I wouldn't say normal because I do 10-hour days. So I work or at the time I was working 7 to 5. And because we do 4-day work weeks. And he was working 2 to midnight or 12:30 actually. And so in order for us to have dinner, especially when our daughter came along, it was easier for us to do crock pot meals. So I had purchased a lot of crock pot meals or not purchased, but I had searched the internet and found a bunch of crock pot meals and also desserts and just regular meals as well. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to organize this, all the recipes, retype them up when I get a chance. Oh, and it has a folder. That's what I wanted to look at. Oh, I like that. That is pretty nifty. Cool. Okay, so I just had to look at that part. Anyways, so I am going to use this for, and it even has, and I think, did I lose it? No. I'm going to go ahead and get that out before I throw it away. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And it even has some label tags, which I really like. But I don't know if I'll use my Cricut for it or I'll just use this. Probably I'll just end up using just write it on there just because, you know, sometimes that small vinyl, when you type or when you cut it out, it's just, oh, it's not fun to work with. And it's just easier just to write it. Don't always need it. Just because you have your Cricut doesn't mean you gotta always use it, right? Okay, so let's get that on there. And then, oh, I want to go ahead and add that so I don't lose it. And then I'll go ahead and take this off. This was in their like school section or office supply section. So I just loved it. And I think this will be perfect for what I'm looking for. So, and here's the tag if you wanted to. It's a three ring binder, sugar paper essentials, 1-inch ring, 3 divider tab, pocket, and labels. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to move that to the side, and then we are going to, here's that same vinyl, that matteless vinyl, and then I'm going to leave that out, okay, put that to the side, and then, sorry, this one's not going to be fun either, because I used Cricut Smart Vinyl with, for my Cricut Joy Xtra. So, the Cricut really should, I mean, all vinyl should be blue or some different color for the carrier sheet when you work with white vinyl. I mean, it just makes it really hard for anyone. I mean, for you guys to watch, but especially for us, you know, as, you know, for you too, when you're crafting with white vinyl, especially if you don't have good lighting. And again, this font, same font that I've been using, it's called Rose and Lavender. And I'm pretty sure I got it from Design Bundles. Almost pretty sure. But, you know, I had purchased a lot of vinyl prior to, or not vinyl, but fonts before I started my channel. So I never thought to like catalog it, if that makes sense. Never thought to do that. Because I didn't need it. You know, no one needed to know where I got my vinyl. So, okay, so I think I might try to, I keep on saying vinyl, my fonts, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to piece, do I want to piece this together? You know what? Alright, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but hear me out. I'm going to go ahead and piece all this together. Just because, why not? I have it, it's done, might as well. So when you piece them together, you want to make sure that they overlap. And I have it overlap the transfer tape. There we go. Okay. So when you are piecing things together, just make sure that they overlap with each other. So that way you won't have an issue with trying to transfer it. Okay, so I just have favorite recipes, and it's going to go on this, but I think it's going to be easier if this is laid down first, because obviously this is going up, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to try to transfer the text onto the label here. So, and I just went in Design Space, and I just typed in label, and I found something that I liked and sized it. And then, of course, I use that Rose and Lavender font to type out. Now, if you get that font, just go to Design Bundles or Font Bundles and type in Rose and Lavender. I will tell you, in order to, well, I'll point it out because you guys probably can't see it, but in order to get this like swoosh on some of the letters, it just depends on if the letter is capitalized or if it's lowercase. So in order to get the letters to react differently, you just got to use uppercase or lowercase. So you'll see what I'm talking about once I actually put it on the binder. Okay, so I'm not going to put any new, this is a little bit wet from the previous project. I don't want to oversaturate it and then ruin the binder. So I'm just going to ever so slightly rub what the remaining rubbing alcohol was on there. Okay, so then what I'll do is I can either have it centered or I can have it up here. So I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so I found where I wanted it to be centered. So I'm just going to go ahead and smooth that down. Okay. Go. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel this up. I got to remember how I want to peel. I think I want to peel this one. Oh, that's ripping. Ew. I don't want to rip it because I need to reuse it. I don't need to, but I want to reuse it. Okay, there we go. Now we got some little bubbles, but I think they'll flatten out over time, so I'm not going to be too concerned with that. Okay, so a lot of bubbles. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll apply some vinyl to this, and I don't think I actually need any of this. No, I don't. In fact, I'm going to retire some of this because it's losing its stick. Okay. Excuse me. There we go. So I don't need this anymore. I'll still reuse that because I think that one is still just fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this burnished down. Let me know in the comment section which brand of vinyl you like to craft with. Cricut or Paper Studio or Seiser Easyweed. You know, which one is your favorite? Mine is whatever's on sale. And if nothing is on sale, then I would probably opt for Paper Studio. Just because I'm at Hobby Lobby all the time. It's my home away from home. I actually went there the day after Christmas. I mentioned this in my video last time. And, well, actually, I don't know if I did. Why I keep on saying I can't remember if I did or not is because I started making a video and I didn't really like how it started out because I was going through some things I had purchased and then I ended up deleting it and then just started a craft with whatever I was working on. So I can't remember if I mentioned it while I was making that portion of the video that I deleted, or I actually mentioned it earlier. So that's why I keep on saying, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. But anyways, I went to Hobby Lobby the day after Christmas. And because their Christmas stuff went on sale 66% off prior to Christmas. And unfortunately, I was not home when it happened. And it's like, I was so upset. I mean, home, I was out of town. So I couldn't buy as much as I wanted to. So I bought a little bit when I was out of town. And then I went ham when I went to the one near my house. And so anyways, I was talking to the manager as I was walking the cart back to the store, and he jokingly said, "Did you fit it all in your car?" And I was like, "Yeah, barely." So anyways, he was just like, he apparently knows who I am too. Oh gosh. I told him, I said, "Well, you know, you will have a future employee because I am going to make sure that my daughter is going to start working here when she's of age because I need the discount." So anyways, that's how often I'm there. Okay. So this just says favorite, and I just realized I'm missing my F in favorite. See, I didn't even see that. It's so hard to see. And the only reason why I realized that I was missing the F is because I was looking at the word here and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. All right. Nope. You can go back down. Okay. There we go. All right. That was a little bit of a challenge, but we got through it. All right. Let's go ahead and get this place. Now, if we're going to center it, it's going to want to come up here, but I don't think that looked right. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit and center as best as I can. Okay, we got that on there, and I realized I'm missing the E. You guys, really, Cricut, come on. Give us a blue backer so we can see. Okay. So what I'll do is I've just placed it on there, and then I'll just peel this up. Or actually, I'll just use my weeding tool and then turn this to the side just so I can see it a little bit better and place my E. I think that's, well, it is there. Okay. There we go. What do y'all think? I think despite these little bubbles, and again, they'll work out over time. They'll eventually flatten out. So, all right. Well, here is the last vinyl project. So let's go ahead and move into some iron-on projects. I found this notebook, and again, this is not in the Target dollar spot. It was in the office supply section, and I'm just adding a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to clean the surface. And I am going to, this is going to be used for just to carry around in my purse and to make notes of when I'm going to make videos or when I'm going to make videos, that type of thing. So I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and apply some iron-on to this. And I'm going to use foil iron-on. And I believe this is Cricut brand foil. And what I did, again, same font style. The font is that rose and lavender font. I just really like it. And I just decided, that was like my easy mini press. Heating, telling me it's all heated up, and that was actually pretty fast. But anyways, again, I just used that same rose and lavender font, and I just decided, you know, which letter I wanted to be that gives that cute little swoosh there. So again, as I was mentioning earlier, and I forgot to tell you what I was referring to, but it's this this little embellishment on the letter. So, you know, this font is kind of weird because it's not just capital letters that does this. It's some are lowercase that will do it and some are uppercase. So like if I were to make this the opposite, either this was an uppercase R or a lowercase r, if I would do the opposite, then it would just do like a regular R. But so you just got to play around with the uppercase versus the lowercase. There's no set rule when it comes to that. I don't know why they just didn't make that all the same, like meaning all uppercase will have these embellishments and all lowercase will not. But I was not the creator of this font, but whoever created it did a good job because it is super cute. Okay. Now, some fonts, you know, they'll have the additional embellishments, but it won't give you the embellishments with the uppercase and lowercase like this one does. And for that, you have to go into your character map and copy it and put it into your font and paste it. So if you want me to create a video on how to do that, I most certainly will create a video and show you how to do that. Okay. So I just put bright ideas. I thought that was super cute. And these wavy lines are going to mess with my eye trying to straighten this out. Okay. I think, do I want it centered? Do I want it? You know, normally I have it centered, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm liking everything to be towards the top. Just going to measure this real quick. So we have about, let's see here, 13/16, and I don't want to measure this. About 13. Okay, so maybe the center. Okay, well, no problem. All right, so what I'll do is I'll get, let me go ahead and get it now, some parchment paper just to protect the notebook a little bit better. Okay, so then I just did medium setting on my mini press, and then this is meant to be moved around, so don't keep it stationary. Let's go ahead and try to peel this off. This is taking a really long time to cool down. I'm really surprised. And I've had to apply more heat to the decal. So, oh no, it's, yeah, it is not. Okay. Might have to wait till it's fully cooled down. Oh, this is not wanting to stick. Okay, I'm gonna go up in heat. So hopefully that will take. If not, we might just have to apply regular vinyl to this. I'll have to recut it, but at least you get some idea. So let me go ahead and wait for my Easy Mini Press to heat up to the 3rd setting, and I'm gonna apply more pressure to this, and there it is. I don't know if this is going to work, and I got to be careful. I don't want to burn my notebook either. So again, I'm applying a lot of pressure to my mini press, or yeah, to my mini press and to my notebook here. And then we will, again, I'm just going to go over those areas, really press down, and hopefully this will be what it will take to adhere to the notebook. Okay, I don't want to overdo it. All right, so I'm going to set this aside. Let's go ahead and just let that cool down. We'll move into the final project and then we'll come back to this one. Our final project, again, we're still going to come back to the notebook to see if it worked, but if not, I'll end up having to either try to peel it up, reheat it, and then peel it up, because you can do that. Hopefully it won't leave residue on the notebook, but we'll see. Okay, but anyways, I had found these. This is in the Target dollar spot, and I thought these were super cute. They're the dish towels, and they're very, I had bought 2 sets, and I'm assuming this is for the new year. So I thought, since I'm in this whole dish towel decoration idea, I thought, well, why not do one for the new year? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this one as is, and you'll see why, because I feel like the design I have complements this one. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Now, it would be super cute to do, in fact, I'm almost wanting to change it. No, we'll just keep it. You know what? I think we will. All right, so I'm going to go recut. I had cut a design in this copper, same one as this notebook, but I think what I'll do is I'll do glitter instead. So hang tight. I'm going to get this recut and then we'll apply it on here. Okay, so I have that cutting right now. What I'll do while that's being cut is I'm going to go ahead and weed out the other part of the vinyl. So I'm going to hit play on that. And then let's weed that out. Okay. And I'll just get that going. Okay. This is really tough to weed out. Wow. Okay, got that. Let's get the middles here. You guys ever wonder, I don't know if you guys can hear the beeping noises, but anyone that has, that's done. I don't know if anyone has the Explorer Air 3, but you ever wonder why? I can understand like the Explorer, the original one, because it was new, you know, but why does the Explorer Air 3 make the beeping noise and the Maker's does not? It's so weird. It's basically the same machine except less power, right? As the Maker. I don't know. Something I always wonder, why does it beep? I guess another question for the Cricut company. So Cricut, if you're watching, why? All right. Now I would imagine they make a lot of money. I don't know what their profits are, but sometimes I wonder about their coding abilities. I don't know. Okay, so Happy New Year. And I think this is this blue or is this black? Anyways, I thought I was cutting it in black, but it looks blue to me right now. So that's okay. Blue would just be just fine. I think it got mixed in with the black vinyl. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. It definitely is blue. All right, and let's see. This is totally cooled down now. Let's hope that this is going to work. No, it definitely does not. It's interesting. It's working in some areas and not in others. Okay. All right. Darn. Well, now that I pulled that all the way up. All right, so what we'll do, that is interesting that this did not adhere. Maybe it's just the foil, so I'm just going to kind of peel this up in areas. All right. Looks like it took some of it off. Oh, darn it. Okay, well. It's interesting that it worked in some areas, but it didn't work in others. And so what I'll have to do, I'm not sure why this happened. That's a bummer. Okay, well, if you guys do buy this notebook, don't do iron-on. It does not work. Maybe it's just a foil. Foil iron-on is a little different than everyday iron-on, so maybe that's why. And it definitely peeled up some of my the cover. So what I'll do is I'll probably end up doing with what I did with the binder of the recipes and just apply the decal over it, or the label, and then put Bright Ideas or something. I don't know, or I just might recut it with the same thing but just do regular vinyl. So okay, well, that's a bummer, but hey, learn through me. Don't do foil on this. Okay, just real crafting. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. And for those who are interested, I had purchased some of these Make Market. This is from Michael. This is the Michael's brand. And this is relatively new. I don't know how new. I know I just seen it about a month ago, but I'm sure it's been out longer. So I like it. It's a really good brand. There are other brands that you can use. I usually stick with Cricut brand. They're the best in my opinion. But they're also expensive. Okay, and don't ask me how much I spent to turn this heat press back on. I turned it off because I didn't know how long this would take to cut, and I'm just trying to get an idea of where the edge of this design is. Okay, let's go ahead and now that now there's a little bit of waste using your glitter, or using this because of these little fireworks, but I'm okay with it just because I want everything to be easy for me to do. So if you're not okay with it, then you know, you do what you got to do. But I like to pick and choose my battles when I can. Goodness, I think I need to call it a night. I've been making videos after videos. So I'm going to get my heat press mat out. And then, yeah, I think this is a really good choice because I think it really pairs well with that. Okay, so, excuse me. Okay, what I'll do is, looks like this needs to be lint rolled, so we will do that. Okay, let me get my lint roller out, and I did use this from my previous videos, so let's go ahead and give this a good roll here. Okay, that's good enough. Let's move that side a little bit. Okay, and then I want to give it a good press, just because this helps remove any moisture that may be in the material. Now, again, you're supposed to pre-wash this, but I don't know. I don't ever do that. And my stuff works just fine. And this is just for decorations anyways, so not concerned about that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my design because I want to be able to see how this looks together, making sure that I get it lined up as best as possible. So I just did a medium setting for my glitter iron-on. Honestly, I really don't even look. I should probably start looking at the iron-on settings because that way I wouldn't have to keep on, well, I don't know. Usually the medium setting is the best setting, honestly, but I should don't just guesstimate. You should really look at the heat settings for the material. It's just, I think I just remember some of the settings for certain materials because I usually craft with those particular materials. Now, if it's a different type of vinyl, then yeah, then I'm going to go ahead and look that up. But I typically craft with the same type of stuff. So I'm just applying, just took my heat mat off or just took it away so that way it doesn't hold in that heat, just so I can craft a little bit faster. Of course, that's not mandatory. You don't have to do that, but just something I had kind of built in my workflow. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I think it pairs really well. Okay, let's just not compare just yet. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay, so I'm going to bring my mat back in. And then I'm going to apply, I don't know, I can't tell, you guys, if this is blue or this is black. Normally, I have no problem, but when I was trying to weed this, I can kind of see it looked like it was blue, but now I think it's black. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so I'm looking at Design Space right now just to try to find where things are hitting with the glitter iron-on and trying to get like an idea so that way I can kind of get this centered and what have you. So I think it actually needs to go over just a smidge, and then again I'm just looking, that needs to go down a little bit, and I think we have a good placement. All right, so let's go ahead and put that back on there because we don't want to accidentally iron over our glitter vinyl. Okay, and I'm just focusing on the everyday iron-on that I just put on there. I don't want to overheat the other vinyls. Avoid it as much as I can. Let me know in the comment section what type of craft do you like to do. Do you like to do iron-on, or do you like to do just regular adhesive vinyl? I think for me, I guess I don't really have a favorite. If I had to say, probably just regular vinyl. I don't know. I like iron-on just because I love to weed it. So if I'm just strictly choosing weeding purposes, then yes, it would definitely be iron-on. But if it was just, that wasn't a factor, then I would say regular vinyl. Okay, let's go ahead and, nope, still not done. In fact, I probably need to apply more heat to this, which I am going to. So I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because I just need to really have this adhered down. And I wonder if this is an old iron-on scrap piece of vinyl here, because it was really hard to weed out. And normally it just felt like I was really ripping it apart. But I also feel like, and I'm not even waiting for this thing to heat up. I'm just go ahead and apply it to there. But anyways, it was really hard to weed and everything. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So I am just really moving this around, and it looks like, I think I'm overheating it. So that's going to be an issue. I'm actually going to use this to push it down. Oh, you guys. It's always that last darn project. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I get eager to get done and I kind of start cutting corners or what, but oh my goodness, guys. I just can never win with the last project. Please let me know that I'm not the only one. Let me know the struggle is real with you all too, because if not, then I am going to be very devastated. Okay. So let's try that again. Guys, oh my gosh. It's not working. What is up with this darn? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I am not having any luck with iron-on in this video. Oh my gosh, I've never had such issues. Okay, so I'm gonna be very careful with my mini press. This is not something that I'm gonna recommend to you because, you know, I don't want you to accidentally melt your other vinyl that you already have down there. But I think this is just adding an extra layer of protection. So I want to be careful of that. And I'm just going to kind of focus on that right there. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to be successful of doing this, but I'm going to try to lift this backer. And then I'm going to apply, if I can, this carrier sheet. And if I can, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put parchment paper down and add, and then put it on that way. So that is what I'm going to do. We will see if I'm successful with that, but this video should be Rachel failing at iron-on. I've never had so many issues with iron-on, guys. Never in my life. Okay, it's completely cool to the touch, and I think, oh, okay, that's okay. What we'll do is I'll come back with parchment paper, or you can use a Teflon. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll cut this part off. This doesn't fall. Okay, we have progression, and that is, or progress, and that is, you know, what we need. So I'm going to try to get this off as much as possible because I don't want this to be on here anymore. I feel like I'm going to have better luck if I have parchment paper on here. Okay, so I think what happened is I did not let this cool enough before I peeled it up, and I think that's what's going on here. Okay, and you are going to be a little booger bean, aren't you? Oh, yep. Okay, no problem. Okay, we're heading somewhere, guys. And let's see here. I'm going to bring this mat back in. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to work. So hopefully you guys appreciate the realness of, I thought I had, I guess I didn't. Okay, I hope you guys appreciate the realness or the rawness of crafting, but you know, I could definitely take this out of my video and you guys would never know. But I am not here to pretend that I'm a perfect crafter. We all know that I'm not. No one is a perfect crafter. And like I've always said, if you want perfection, go buy it in the store. I'm just happy it's done. But anyways, so I just want to show you what happens. I mean, when I teach software for a living, not just software, but fundamentals of architecture and mechanical. But when I teach students how to draw, I purposely make errors in the drawing because when I was in school, they didn't teach us how to edit. They just taught us how to draw in various different softwares like AutoCAD and all that fun stuff. And so then it was a struggle trying to fix the drawing when I didn't know how. So I make sure that I show them how you fix drawings and edit them in case they have, I mean, they're going to run into, I mean, we're constantly in the architecture and mechanical industry, we are constantly editing our drawings. So it's good to teach them how to just iron out this wrinkle here. It's really bothering me. But anyways, I'm just teaching them how to do that efficiently and effectively. So that is what I do on my channel because I want to be able to teach that to you guys as well. And there we go. So the lesson learned here is, excuse me, with this vinyl, make sure that you, and it's just everyday iron on, and maybe it's the type of fabric, although I think this is 100% cotton. Yep, it is. So I don't know why I was having a lot of issues with this, but anyway, the lesson for this is if you run into issues like I was having, and I really do wonder if it was because the vinyl, the HTV was old. You know, sometimes you just have those issues that you can't help. And this is why you shouldn't buy and go crazy like I do, but I can't help when it's on clearance. I gotta buy it. Although, you know, I'm trying to be mindful of that, not do that again. So anyways, you'll run into issues like this. I'm assuming that's an issue, or that's why it was becoming such a problem. But now you know, try to get it on there as best as you can. And I definitely did not fold this straight. And if you can, try to peel that backer off so that way you can just use that parchment paper, and then you have, then there's no issue. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's just go ahead and layer that there. And I think this turned out, I'm glad that I switched vinyl, even though it was a little bit of waste, but I'm sure I can apply this decal. All I would have to do is cut this out again and then apply that foil iron on to something else. But all right, let's go ahead and bring in everything and see what we did in this video. Unfortunately, this was a bust, and like I said, when I have time, I'll go ahead and recut something else, and I'm just going to use regular adhesive vinyl. I'm not going to fuss with trying a different iron on. I already kind of ruined it, so I don't want to further ruin it. But if I have the opportunity, when I make my next video, I'll add it to this so that way you can see what it ends up looking like. So stay tuned for this. Like I said, if I have time, I'll put it in a different video. And if not, you know, it just, you kind of had an idea what it looked like. But like I said, this was from Dollar Tree. And if you want to add anything to this decal, just don't use foil iron-on. Now, everyday iron-on, I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. So that will be on you to try out. And this won't be my first one or last one that I'll try iron-on. So if you want to wait till I get a chance to do another one, go for it. But this is just a different type of fabric, or not fabric, but material. So I'm assuming that's why it didn't work. But don't worry, it's still not going to go waste. I'll still use it. I'll just put something over that. But anyways, I think despite that I was having an issue with this, I really like how everything turned out. And which one's my favorite? Gosh, I don't know. I just think they all have their own cuteness to them. I really liked how this, well, I'm going to say this is my favorite just because it has my YouTube name on there. So I really like that. It'd be kind of cute to put like a little YouTube icon like underneath that. So I think what I'll do is I'll do that and put it in the next video. So maybe my next video, I will do new content plus fixing this and then adding a little YouTube icon. So I think that's what I'll do. So stay tuned for that. All right, so there's that, and I think that just turned out super cute. And again, it's just a water bottle. It's glass, so it's pretty substantial, and it has like a wood topper to it, and it's pink. That's my colors, and my channel is pink and navy blue. So there's that. And of course, I just took the lid off of that container because of just the spacing, but I think this turned out super cute, and I'm hoping that you guys can see that shimmer that's on there. But it's really pretty, and I really like how that turned out. It has a little bit of a retro vibe to this as well. And then of course we have this cute little, and you know, while I was crafting with it, you know, this just really worked out to my advantage. I really liked this. I have a little drawer system. In fact, I have a little caddy system that's on a Lazy Susan, and I put that on there, and then these are in the drawer, but I'm constantly using these tools, so I thought this was really cute. So it's just going to set aside, and I'll be using it all the time. You may not see it, may not be in the camera, but overall I think this turned out super adorable, and I like how it's just a cute little decal. So yes, I love that. So I would have to say, even though it's simple and super small, I think this one was my favorite. I didn't know what I was going to use this with. I just knew that I was going to have it in my craft room somewhere, but I think this is really useful. So I really do like that. And then I really like how this turned out. If I were to redo this, I think I would try to work these bubbles out a little bit better. But as I mentioned before, the bubbles are going to work its way out eventually. Another thing you could do is poke a hole in it using a needle, and you know, like for sewing, and then the air will go out that way. And I really like this font. I mean, like I said, I've used this font, not on this or that, but I used this font twice in this video. Well, technically it would have been 3 with the notebook, but I used it in my previous video, and I just really like it. So again, this is called Lavender and Rose, or Rose and Lavender. I can't remember which came first. And then lastly, the challenging one. But you know what? Completely worth the challenge. And again, I'm glad when stuff like this happens. And a design change was made because I think that the glitter paired really well with this instead of that copper foil iron-on. And then this in itself was a challenge, but like I said, I'm glad that it happened. That way you know what to do when it happens to you. I feel like we've all potentially been there before where the iron-on is just not sticking. So again, what you need to do is to make sure you iron it as best as you can, let it cool completely. And see, this is where I should have looked at the instructions, but I think this was an old HTV, and I think that's why I was having such an issue, because normally I just do medium setting and then I'm good to go. And then try to peel off that backer sheet, add parchment or Teflon sheet, and then just iron it on, and then you shouldn't have any problem. And now I don't have any lifting, and everything worked out just fine. And I'm not really worried about the integrity of that vinyl, just because this is just going to be for decor. It's not for use. I'm going to make sure that my husband and my 2-year-old daughter knows that we can't use this to dry anything. So they're just there for decor. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy these craft with me videos and these vinyl videos. I think they're fun to make, and let me know in the comment section what you would like to see in the upcoming videos. I'm actually working on a bunch of videos right now of what I'll be creating in the upcoming months. So far, I kind of have things scheduled out to mid-February, and there's a lot of I need to get this out of my craft room videos, because my craft room is full to the max. And then my other crafts, my blanks and stuff, that's all in two different rooms, in fact. So I need to clear out my space, and there's stuff that I bought that I've been wanting to craft. So anyways, let me know what you'd like to see, and I will see if I have it. I do have a button press that I want to bring out. I got it for my birthday, and I just completely have not had time to use it. So that's going to be in an upcoming video. So if you have a button press, stay tuned. I'm excited to craft with it. And then I also want to use, I have my Cricut mug press, so we're going to use that in another video, and we're going to do some sublimation. I told myself I was not going to bring that to my channel, but I have some things in my craft room that I need to get out that's for sublimation purposes, so we will be doing that. And of course, like I said in my other video, and again, I don't know if I mentioned it because I don't know if I cut that part out, but we're going to do printable HTV and printable vinyl in one of my videos, because I got the Cricut Joy Xtra, so I'm excited to do that as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm just waiting for my printer. We haven't yet decided which one that we're going to get, but as soon as we do, I'm hoping to have it in the next week or 2 weeks, and then I will definitely make a video of that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful and great day. Thanks.